Welcome to the Mukilteo Football Show. My name is Miles. The Kansas City Chiefs handle the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And I said in my preview that this was really Pat Mahomes versus that Todd Bowles Buccaneer defense that embarrassed him in the 2020 Super Bowl 55. And Tampa Bay coming into this game was the number one scoring defense. And I think probably the defense that people would have ranked at the top after 3 weeks. And Mahomes torched them. He embarrassed them today. And I didn't even touch on it, but this was not only the team that beat him in the Super Bowl, it was also the exact same stadium. Remember, because it was Tampa Bay playing quote unquote at home in that 2020 Super Bowl. So Mahomes, it was his night. He put on a show tonight. He had fun. You know, he's getting all the comments that 1990s Brett Favre used to get. He plays for the love of the game. He's playing like, it looks like he's playing in his backyard, or he's like the dad playing with his kids. He's just getting out there. I mean, it's just cool to watch. And it's all the arm angles, and just when you're watching Mahomes, you're getting to see all these replays where you're like, how did that happen? And we just get to shake our heads and laugh. It's fun. Just enjoy the time with Pat Mahomes prime, and reflect too, you know, that we got Tom Brady to watch as well. Just Mahomes versus Brady. I didn't take a second of this for granted, and I just loved it all. The Chiefs added in a run game today. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Isaiah Pacheco, rookie 7th round pick, looked great. Man, he looked good. He is a preseason hype darling. Everyone's saying, oh, Isaiah Pacheco is so good for the Chiefs. Can't believe they got him in the 7th round. He runs like a 4.3 40 or whatever. Turns out this may actually be a case of the preseason hype actually showing itself in season, just as a Romeo Doubs is doing over in Green Bay. So I like that. I love that the Chiefs gave Pacheco number 10. Tyreek Hill's number. It does something to the brain of viewers and surely the other defense. Number 87, Travis Kelce, moved into top 5 all-time tight end yards. They announced it on the broadcast, which bummed me out because I had a whole thing about it. You know, because I'm always watching those Pro Football Reference career leaderboards. So I guess next milestone for Kelce, both him and Mike Evans are inching towards 10,000 yards, 10,000 receiving yards. They're on comfortable track to get there should they stay healthy. I think only AJ Green, Hopkins, and Julio are in the 10,000 yard club that are active. So Kelce and Evans on quintuple digit watch, which is a 5-digit watch, looking for 10,000 yards. Anyway, Mahomes got touchdown 160, 161, and 162 today. And Brady, while trying to keep up, threw touchdowns 628, 629, and 630. But, I mean, this was just a game that the Brady Buccaneers just couldn't get it going. You know, Julio's out there jogging. Godwin's not himself yet. Evans had a good day, but just not enough. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, I am sure, will be fine. As long as Brady's okay. He took kind of a hit on the shoulder there, but I'm sure they'll be fine as long as health improves. So another dud for Sunday Night Football. They're 0 for 5 now. I find that interesting. Just that there's, I started a Sunday show, a Mukilteo Football Sunday show, because I'm expecting some big Sunday Night Football classic moments. I mean, last year, week 2 was the Lamar Jackson comeback versus the Chiefs. Week 3 was Rodgers in San Francisco, got the ball with like 30 seconds left and set up a game-winning field goal, and Mason Crosby knocked it in. The Packers won that game. And then week 4 was Brady versus Belichick with that battle that ended, with a Brady touchdown and then a missed field goal when Belichick didn't trust his rookie quarterback. Some drama. That was last year. This year, what's doing? Curse of Al Michaels, I guess. He was shoved out of NBC. Now he's with Amazon. Will it continue? That will be the story to be watching. Mukilteo Football Show. This show is football everything. NFL history, legacy, ups and downs of a season. Follow us on Twitter at MUK_football. Subscribe, share, review on Apple, Spotify, Anchor, wherever you get your podcasts. We have shows Sunday after Sunday Night Football, Monday after Monday Night Football, and Thursday after Thursday Night Football. And today's show is all about just a quick dive in to what happened on Sunday, a Sunday best team, quarterback, running back, receiver/tight end, defense, and then play of the day and meme of the day. So let's start it right off with our Sunday best quarterback, which is going to be Pat Mahomes. Kind of boring because I just did a whole Chiefs-Buccaneers thing. I mean, I know Aaron Rodgers threw his 500th touchdown today to Romeo Doubs, but, he also needed overtime to beat Bailey Zappi and the Patriots. I just can't believe there's a player named Bailey Zappi. Sounds like a character from Futurama. Apparently, he'll be quarterbacking the Patriots. First rookie quarterback to throw a touchdown this year. Then Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson, both amazing, both electric to watch in the Baltimore rain. They both kind of took turns taking over the game. Lamar early, Allen late. And then Jared Goff and Geno Smith, they put up 96 points together. But, I watched that game. Their guys are pretty much wide open. I think I was close to giving this to Geno Smith, but I got to give it to Mahomes. Just because of the revenge factor for Super Bowl 55, because it was prime time, because it was a show, and because I just appreciate NFL history. This is like Peyton Manning battling Dan Marino. Eras are crossing. Mahomes versus Brady. It just was really cool for me. So let's go to Sunday best running back. Titans Derrick Henry appears to be back. Josh Jacobs, great day getting the Raiders their first win. Chargers, Austin Eckler definitely had the fantasy day. The ultra efficient day today with 3 touchdowns versus the Houston Texans. But Sunday best running back, I'm going to go with Eagles running back Miles Sanders. He looked really good today. Jalen Hurts said Sanders played angry. And I share that viewing experience. Although Hurts watched it from right behind the play, from TV, I also came to the same conclusion. This is a Miles Sanders. I don't know that I've seen this Miles Sanders very often. He was just running hard. Maybe the rain, maybe the Philadelphia. I don't know what exactly it was. Maybe it's because Doug Peterson was on the other sideline. Everybody, welcomed Doug Peterson back with open arms and love. The Philadelphia crowd was really warm to Doug Peterson, now the coach of the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars. Hurts even said, hey, he brought me here. He drafted me. There's a statue. Everybody's very warm against Doug Peterson. But Miles Sanders might not be. Because I remember playing fantasy football and just regular football for the time when Miles Sanders just could not become the bell cow as long as Doug Peterson was the coach. He wanted 4 running backs. He wanted 4 running backs always. And today wasn't that. Today was 27 carries, 134 yards, 2 touchdowns. Miles Sanders took over the game in the rain. And the Eagles offensive line, of course, tons of credit. So all the Philadelphia fans who last year at this time were chanting at Nick Sirianni, run the ball, feeling quite good. All right, wide receiver, Sunday best. This was a tough one. Okay, so Justin Jefferson had a good statistical day in London there. Mike Evans also had a good statistical day, but in a loss, so I'm not going to go with that. CeeDee Lamb was one that I really liked watching today. He only had 97 yards and a touchdown, but he took over the game when he needed to. He put that mercy dagger into the Commanders with that absolutely brilliant route, the 30-yard touchdown. It was so good. It was like a sprint to the end zone, but he managed to like fake out both the corner and the safety with an in and an out just gesture. Just something about CeeDee Lamb has clicked, and I'm really happy for that because he struggled in week 1 and 2. He had the big drop in week 3. Everybody was like, this guy sucks on the internet, and then he caught the touchdown in week 3 to win the game, and now today the Dallas 88 rides again. But Sunday best has to be tight end, Detroit Lion, TJ Hawkinson. 179 yards, 2 touchdowns in the shootout, the random shootout between Geno Smith and Jared Goff. There's a headline that says, Hawkinson sets historic mark, or Hawkinson makes history, or whatever. He was 179 yards was the most yards ever by a Detroit Lion tight end. It's like, that's not quite the history that I'm looking for. I would have been surprised if a Detroit Lion had more than 179 yards in a game. But anyway, there was a big 81-yard play. There was just constant big plays from him. Every time it seemed like the Seahawks had won the game, it was then Goff to Hawkinson with some sort of big play. And it's nice to see Hawkinson doing well. It's nice to see him doing well because when he was drafted, he was expected to be, something so great. And nobody ever gives tight ends time to be great, even though it's always a longer timeline. He was the ninth overall pick? No, 8th overall pick. And now he's doing it. I mean, what is it? 2019, 2020? So this is his 4th year. Pretty cool. All right. Sunday best defense. Well, not the Lions or the Seahawks. Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys defense was incredible. And I know Cooper Rush is getting all the headlines. He's getting that same, 2000s Tony Romo, 2010s Dak Prescott. The overrate the amount of press that a Cowboys quarterback gets when they're winning games. But come on. The defense is doing this. And there will only be 2 sacks, in the box score, so people may not fully credit the Cowboys pass rush, but they were in the backfield all day. The Next Gen Stats, brought to you by Amazon, said they pressured Carson Wentz on 40.9% of the snaps. I mean, that's incredible. And it wasn't like it was tee off time. It wasn't like they were preserving a lead. The game was low scoring. They also stopped the run. That's what makes it so incredible for me. Just watching that game, it was one of the games on. We were at Buffalo Wild Wings today. God, what am I running a commercial over here? Hey, Amazon, Buffalo Wild Wings, send me a check. I'm shilling your stuff for free. No, nobody from those podcasts is listening to me. But DeMarcus Lawrence, Defensive Player of the Year favorite, Micah Parsons, the middle of the line, just everybody doing great on the Cowboys line. And they've allowed 4 touchdowns in 4 games. Dallas has allowed 4 touchdowns in 4 games. Trayvon Diggs making plays on the ball, maybe taking a step from being that guy who gets burned but also has elite ball skills to just a guy with elite ball skills who's a good corner. It's something unexpected. I don't think anybody, I know I did, and I know most people did, thought Dallas's defense would regress this year. They may be better. But the Eagles defense also looking really good. We are circling that week 6 battle, getting pumped for it. All right, so the Sunday best team, Pat Mahomes, quarterback for his primetime show. Miles Sanders in the rain, driving the Eagles past the Jaguars. TJ Hawkinson in Detroit, racking up historic stats. The most passing yards for a Lions tight end ever. No, he was fantastic today, even though it was in a loss. And then the Dallas defense crushing the Commanders and getting points for basically driving that 3-0 record without Dak. I know. Cooper Rush. But the Dallas defense is playing fantastic. So play of the day, and meme of the day. We'll close the show with that. We'll be back tomorrow to talk winners and losers for week 4. So the Monday show reviews Monday Night Football, and then we'll do a more in-depth winners and losers for week 4 in its totality. Play of the day is Mahomes' amazing flip throw to Clyde Edwards-Helaire, the 2-yard touchdown. It's going to be the water cooler play that everybody's talking about. It's the prime time, one that we're going to see when things are being advertised about football. We're going to be seeing that play. And so it was, for those who don't remember it, I'll describe it now, audio style. Mahomes, drops back. There's a free defensive end coming right at him. He backs up over him, gets out, rolls right. There's another linebacker coming in. He stops in front and passes. I think it's Devin White. Passes him back and behind him. Going towards the 2-yard line, towards the line of scrimmage. Another Bucs linebacker. This is the third guy that Mahomes is having to evade. Does hit him on the legs, and he just gets this strangely accurate flip. You can't call it a throw because of how he's holding the ball. And it's not just that it was like a wobbler, like a prayer. It was surprisingly accurate. It led Clyde Edwards-Helaire away from the congestion, over to the corner, over to the back pylon. I mean, Mahomes does that stuff all the time, but this was fantastic. And it was also important. It's 14-3 at that point. There's a huge difference between 17-3 and 21-3 with Tom Brady on the other sideline. So let's get to my favorite segment of the day, Meme of the Day. Well, meme of the day, well, first of all, with Daniel Jones and Tyrod Taylor getting hurt for the Giants, who did get to 3-1, but they have injury concerns at both their starting and reserve quarterback. The meme of the day is calling for Eli Manning's alter ego, Chad Powers, to replace them. But the top shelf memes are always about poop. Sad but true. I'm just a reporter. DK Metcalf carted off the field. I actually let it be known in Buffalo Wild Wings. I was with my friends, and I actually said he probably pooped himself. We met because we didn't know there was no injury or anything like that. We made some Lamar Jackson jokes, some Paul Pierce jokes. We all shared a little laugh. Then the guy next to us, who, by the way, we had not talked to the entire game, informed us, for some reason, had to tell every table around him that DK Metcalf was carted off because he went to the bathroom. And I said, "What? I know! That's what I said!" What a call. I was also 3-0 today on my picks against the spread, so I can't believe how good I've been to start the season here. It's insane. I'm currently 12-3, and if the Rams beat the 49ers tomorrow, I'll be 13-3. That's what I'm hoping for. Root for it, everybody. Root for it. I should be actually placing money on these things. Miles, I'm out.